Oh, my loves, how are you? I had a little bit of time this morning, so I felt guided to do a masculine check-in support energy to get a pulse on the sacred divine masculine energies and anything that wants to come through pertaining to that part of the collective or the internal energies. It definitely has been feeling like a transitional energy. So let's see. Interesting. So it came out the root girl, the disowned self, and the heart home compassion. And this feels fascinating to me because I feel like the masculines are acknowledging that as the feminines are grounding and stabilizing into their roots and embracing all of the parts of themselves and maybe previous shadow parts that may have been disowned, including her sacred masculine counterpart, right? As she accepts and embraces all of herself and her connection, this actually activates and opens the heart home compassion energy, that internal compassion energy, and the compassion for the connection is supporting the connections. This is really speaking to me that so deeply we talk about embodiment here. And so, what I'm actually sensing is that the masculines are feeling more and more safe to come home, more and more safe to open their heart, as the feminine energies are feeling more safe to ground and stabilize into who they are. So, what I'm sensing within this is regardless of how you identify, I can feel this both internally and in the external connections. Where, so if you're working on the inner union energies, as you're embracing and feeling safe to ground in your feminine essences onto the planet and into your life, in embodying more and more of those sacred feminine essences, it's allowing for the opening of the heart energies and your own internal masculine energies then feel more safe to thaw out the heart space. And it's such a deep mirror. I can feel it and sense it in the energies more than I'm articulating it at the moment. So bear with me. I really feel that this is deepening into the shared space, the subconscious fields where the divine counterparts connect and meet. And you'll sense and feel these energies, or maybe even be aware of them in the subconscious or the conscious energies, the more and more you awaken and work with your subconscious fields, becoming aware of the subtle yet softening that's happening within the connections as the feminines are softening to themselves and holding space for themselves in the connection. This is allowing the masculines to internally soften. That's what I'm seeing. It may not be something that's being seen externally very deeply right now, but this feels so significantly important. It's like even just the essence of this, it's like it was this once like disowned self or not feeling good enough. And as we're embodying into that, it's sort of holding space for the collective. Each one of us that embraces who we are and opens to our heart and learns to unconditionally love ourselves, it holds that space in the collective. And it's just the way it's coming through me is just this soft, yet strong, gentle, but stable, like glowing essence that's emanating from those that have been working on this embodiment into the lower chakras, into the earth, and into your own roots. Okay. Wow. Thank you, masculines, for bringing that through. What else would the masculines like to share about this? What are they experiencing? Obviously, I wasn't expecting this to come through in this way, right? For the feminines. Wow. Okay. So it's activating that comfort and that safety for them to connect with their higher self and their internal feminine. And this essence is taking me back to last week. One of the messages that we shared here on the channel, that as the feminines are more stable and grounded into the roots, the masculines feel more safe and stable to go into those higher energies. And what I'm picking up with this Seven of Swords card is actually where they're learning to let that light shine, learning to embody it. And what I'm sensing is actually they're going through this process of allowing, there's multiple layers coming in with this right now. Just hold up a minute. Allowing themselves to feel worthy enough to receive these energies. Sort of the softening of the feminine into her truth is allowing the masculine to soften into his. Where in the past it sort of felt like as the feminine didn't feel worthy, the masculine didn't feel worthy. But as the feminines are owning their worthiness and dropping into their roots and their heart, the masculine is feeling safe enough to do the same. I do feel and sense that they're going through this process right in this moment. And I can sense in the energies that it's definitely in like the middle ground process of where they are accepting the light and it's bringing the light into the shadows and they're processing some of those old sticky uncomfortable energies of where they may have been in self-betrayal in the past or not felt good enough, or even self-sabotage is coming through. But it feels like they're actually, this process is happening. And it's like as the light is shining, it's coming in and sort of loosening up and softening where it was sticky and allowing their internal energies to expand from the inside out and allowing them to ground and harness these higher energies and wisdom, and going from this sort of self-betrayal energy into this self-loyalty and wisdom energy. And I can feel that this just feels very stable. The masculines are definitely feeling the stability energy in the connection from the feminines. This is creating an energy of feeling safe to be themselves for themselves. This is really, really gorgeous. I love it. They really want to acknowledge that they're feeling that sense of safety and stability from the feminines. And even if you're a feminine here that might not fully be embodied into that, that's okay. Just keep going, keep working on it for yourself, keep embodying into loving yourself and embodying into those lower chakras and stabilizing the life that you want, because the masculine collective is acknowledging that they're feeling those energies and it is allowing them to go to their next levels. What else can we get from the masculines? Okay. So the Seven of Wands came beneath the Seven of Swords. So they're definitely working in this sort of middle ground energy, like I was picking up on. And it feels like as they more deeply embody, they get a bit more used to the process of embodying the new and letting the old sticky stuff kind of clear out and really learning who they are. It does feel like they're in this process of soon like walking away from the things that are not working, like the parts that were still feeling sticky, and really reaching for more of that higher energy that they've been wanting, like in this grounded way, and like really embodying into that divine union essence as they're ready. So it's like as they feel more stable and comfortable in their own embodied self, they'll be able to come forward into that divine union energy. And even this Four of Wands, that's like the 1111 essences. Okay. But this process, when I'm feeling into it, it feels actually like quite stable. A lot of times when we're going through big processes like this, it can be what we term as tower moments, but I can feel a strengthening within the masculine collective in a new type of stability. And this new stability is opening up to including their own higher connection as well as their connection to the sacred feminine collective internally and externally. However, they may identify or experience that they in their own unique way, but it does feel like there is a deep sense of stability coming through. So I would like to get a card from the priestess of light deck to support the masculines going through this process. Calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation. Very, very beautiful. So as you're going through this process of clearing out the past self-betrayals and learning to allow yourself to be all of who you are, this process of caring for your nervous system feels very, very important. Your energy system. In whatever way you can help yourself feel more at peace internally with all of who you are. Because what I'm sensing, sorry, my throat, there's something kicking up in the throat chakra. So maybe part of that is for the masculines to be deep breathing, chanting, finding music, singing, humming, anything to do with opening your own internal frequency, your voice, your sound. Okay. There's something about that, even if it feels awkward or weird at first, kind of like my voice is crackling, it's so much less important how it sounds. Look at it's more about the fact that this energy has to come out. And sometimes when we're speaking about past betrayals or hurts or the stickiness, it can feel awkward and uncomfortable. So maybe taking some time to find a place to like yell it out or write it out uncensored for yourself, that actually can be very healing for the nervous system to get those energies out of the body in a way that feels safe for you, in a place that feels safe. Okay. This may be with another person that is a safe place for you or just by yourself, but allowing that sort of purging process of the emotion, of the thoughts, of the betrayals, of those feelings that you may have pushed down or in, and allowing for sort of that awkwardness to come up and out so that your true frequency can have space to come back online. Okay. This can even go through like drawing or painting or movement or dancing. It's this essence and energy of like the awkwardness of all of the energy and information in your system that isn't actually you wanting and needing a space to come out and clear. So there's more space for your true essence to come back home and come back online within your physical body, which will ultimately allow your true king self to come forward. It's always been in there, but it was sort of squished by these energies of trying to fit in with where you thought you were supposed to be, doing what you thought you were supposed to be doing. But as you allow the shackles and the binds and the bindings free out of your system, as you allow yourself to process the old thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, even if you don't know who or what you actually want or are at this moment, right? Because you've been clearing so much of the programming of what you taught you were supposed to be. All you have to do is ask to align with your truth, connect with your highest power, connect with your creator, your highest source, and ask for the truth. Okay, loves? And there's something definitely looking into ways to supporting your nervous system regulation, your own energies and frequencies with your voice. There's something very much coming through with the sound of your voice, feeling the sound of your own essence in your own body, doing it even if it feels funny or awkward, allowing yourself to push past that comfort zone. I had this conversation in a session yesterday. She felt like it was uncomfortable for her to be messy. And so the assignment was to actually sit down and allow everything to get messy, like painting and drawing and coloring, and just let sort of that chaotic energy open up, but in a safe way. And this is important because those things that feel chaotic and messy are actually where changes happen. And when we embrace that in a way ahead of time, it doesn't have to turn into this external chaos in our lives. We can learn to work with it and open it in ways and embrace the transformational process and experience those types of discomforts in a comfortable way. And it's really what's coming through is it's around the growth process, right? It can look chaotic when in the scheme of the energy when a plant is bursting through the dirt. It could look chaotic on a scale, right? But it's that burst of life and it's that burst of energy and sound and movement forward that can initially seem chaotic, but it's what allows for the next levels of growth. And so I encourage you to simply go to that edge of your comfort zone and just step to the next levels. It doesn't have to be 20 million steps out of your comfort zone. You can start and enhance the process by just allowing yourself to take the reins of your transformation. What happens when we do not engage in our growth or our soul's intended transformation in the way that we intended, that's when things can happen very quickly and very swiftly, and we have those bigger tower energies that sort of collapse everything and start to align us with where we're meant to be, which is all okay too, right? Whatever needs to happen at a soul level. But if you would like to actively participate and make the choices for yourself and really work with these creative processes, this can be supportive in learning how to embody your truth, learning to regulate your emotions and your nervous system without squishing yourself, and doing it in a way that feels safe and stable. And I believe this opportunity is coming up more intensely and so in a more supportive way at this time because the masculines have acknowledged that they can sense where the feminines have been doing this and they feel the potential of it. And so they're opening in new ways to allowing themselves to go through some of this growth and transformation in a more stable, manner. Okay. Very beautiful. It also feels like because of this, it will be able to manifest more swiftly in the physical world. Okay, loves. I'm going to leave it there. Gorgeous energy, very beautiful messages. Thank you, masculine, for this energy and for bringing these messages through. All right, loves. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.